My name's Justin Harris, and I do a lot of stuff. Right now, I'm a triathlete and I'm trying to turn pro, so we're at one of my sponsors, Dr. Ness's office, Performance Sports and Wellness. I come in, I see him, I get it adjusted, or if I have something bother me, he works it out like a tight or torn muscle.
How do you feel, Justin?
Feeling alright. Training, my foot's starting to feel better.
Good.
Although I ran a half hour on Friday, an hour on Saturday, about 15 minutes on Monday, and then yesterday I went for like 50. And I think I'm overdoing it a little. The foot started to feel a little iffy.
And I heard you telling me climbs a little bit?
Yeah, my the usual spot. First he's gonna check to make sure my spine's aligned, and then he's gonna adjust me, put everything back in place.
So this is gonna be a manipulation of his hip. This technique is used by Olympic athletes, professional triathletes all over the world.
I'm in an interesting place right now because I'm not a pro, so I can't win money to help support myself. But I'm not like a weekend warrior, and it's really tough for people to differentiate between that. Between, oh, I just do it on the weekends, I train after work, or I'm a full-time professional. I act like a professional, I have sponsors like a professional, but I don't hold my elite status. The criteria is you have to go to a race that has professionals there, and the race has to have a $20,000 purse prize for both men and women. That ensures that they're going to be top professionals there. You have to finish within, I think, like 5% of their time. Or most races like that have an elite amateur category, and that's really what I consider myself. If I place top 3, I can automatically turn pro. My swim was all right. I cut it a little early. My arms were getting tired, and Mike, the guy who's helping coach me, said instead of like keep going on, like let's just kind of keep it safe. This is really like my first week back, and my arms were tired. So as far as positive influence, I mean, it's going to sound kind of cheesy, but, the twins at Rebeccah and Laurel, I kind of see where, they've made it. They've had their pro cards for a while, their elite cards. Rebeccah was, Rookie Triathlete of the Year, and Laurel followed up with that several years later. They keep getting these awards, they win big races, and to train with them is a positive experience because I see how hard it is, that you really have to work, how much you have to sacrifice, and how much it means to them.
I've been a professional triathlete since 2004, and I have been competing as a professional since 2008. I was a runner in college, and after college I started running road races with the New York City road runners. Kind of got to the point where I was like, well, triathlon, I've heard of this sport. I had a friend in college who did triathlons, and I thought maybe this will be something I'd be good at because I swam so much growing up and I have a running background. All I need to do is learn how to ride a bike. I swam in college. I realized I could probably be pretty good at triathlon too. And it just seemed like a sport that was newer at the time and pretty exciting. So I think he's doing everything right, competing first as an amateur, and trying to improve upon all of the disciplines and make sure that he improves his swimming, biking, and running. And he's done that, and this is going to be his final year, I think, as an amateur before he turns pro, and that's definitely the best way to do it.
Luckily, my father has been the biggest support. Last year, he really helped, paid for some of my bigger races, and but my biggest thing in pursuing this is not to be a burden to society. Not to go on welfare, and not to ask my parents for loans. And I feel like part of the process of being a young adult, is learning how to struggle. Right now we're at the Strong Gunk Running Company. This is one of my 3 jobs. I got it when I moved back from Hawaii. I kind of fell into it. They were looking for some people and ended up working really well. Yeah, I have a pair. What size is she?
He's been a really essential part of what we've done here and trying to build the store within the community. Just brought in some great ideas in terms of marketing and really contributed to the vision of what the store wanted, or what we wanted the store to be, really.
You know, trying to train, you know, you're trying to rest. You know, I'm working at the running shop. I'm help coaching at SUNY New Paltz, which I love both of those things. You know, but you know, coaching started like a month before my race, and it's like, all right, now my time when I'm training, I have to be coaching the kids, so I got to find a different time to train. The knee up, you know, up. My last job is I work at Bikeway Bicycles over across the river in Wappingers Falls, and my role there is I was brought in as a triathlon specialist.
Team Bikeway, Justin is the president of it, and it's a new team. They just now organized it, but it's awesome. I mean, they have rides all the time that you can join in on. They have some really good athletes. I'm curious to see what happens with it. I think big things could happen with Team Bikeway. For me, it was a little unique because I'm representing Slovakia, so I had to go through their process, and I've been going back and forth with the federation, and they finally, this past winter, agreed to race as elite for them. So